Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails in Azure, of course. We are still busy with going across Crossbell, talking to everyone for the first time in Azure and just trying to figure out how everyone's doing, where they are right now after months since actually Zero occurred. And we're almost done. We have like 2 regions in town. And I also want to check out the cathedral to see if we can have a slight peek on how KeA's doing in Sunday school. So that's what we have for today. And if we're done with that, we're going to continue on with the urgent request to progress the main story. So let's keep going. And I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to go in here. So no Jonah today. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it? It just makes you want to... At least we can get straight into Ellie's house this time, compared to the beginning of Zero. Oh, welcome home, Lady Ellie. Oh, it's good to see you again, Joanna. I take it things have been business as usual around here? Oh yes, thankfully. You coming home from your trip safe and sound has put my mind at ease. Aw, Joanna, you don't need to worry about me so much all the time. I'm doing just fine. Oh, that may be, but it's my job to worry. You and Master Henry mean everything to me. How adorable. What I wouldn't give to have a mate this devoted to me. Oh, this reminds me, Lady Ellie. We received letters from the young Master and Mistress. Would it be your parents? Oh yes, my mother and father live in Erebonian and Calvard, respectively. I used to receive letters from them only occasionally, but they've become more frequent since the cult incident. It's mostly out of worry for my grandfather and me, but their words have been an invaluable source of encouragement lately. Oh, I didn't realize that's where they were. Oh, family, huh? Oh, please hold on to them for now, Joanna. I'll be sure to read them later. As you wish. Oh, and I hear the SSS is back to work again. Remember to take good care of yourself, my lady. Master Henry and the young master and mistress want nothing but the best for you. As do I, of course. Oh, I understand, Joanna. I'll be extra careful. Oh yeah, we'll be extra careful. Definitely. Let's see where the butler's hanging out. And maybe there's gonna be a book in Ellie's room as well. No. Because we have found a few books around town, but we cannot seem to pick them up just yet. Probably because what they're used for, we probably don't know that yet. For one, we know what it is, that's the recipe book. But the other one, where there's car on the booklet, very curious to what that one is gonna be. Ah, why Lady Ellie, welcome home. Oh, it's good to see you, Helmer. Ah, so this is where you grew up, is it, Ellie? What an enormous house. Well, it is Speaker McDowell's estate, after all. Oh, please, it's nothing worth making a fuss about. You're all welcome here. Indeed, as you are all colleagues of my lady, I cordially invite you to make yourself at home. Now that the SSS is back in action, I'm sure you're going to be busier than ever. Please, take good care of Lady Ellie. Oh, of course, sir. We'll make sure you have nothing to worry about. Oh, thank you, Helmer. I'll do my best to support them too. Nothing here. Alright. And the one thing I'm curious about, will we find out what's going on here? Nope. They just don't seem to live here anymore. Oh well, I'm sure if we keep doing our rounds like we always do, we'll learn the story behind that, I'm sure. The only thing we know right now is that they're looking for a new place to live and it has to be cheaper, meaning they have at least some financial problems. Alright, so the cathedral is allowed. Mate? Wait.
Yes?
This way leads to Maine's mountain path. We don't have any business there though, so let's turn back for now. Good. Alright. So let's slightly sneak up on KeA, try not to alert her, and see how she's doing. Welcome to Crossbell Cathedral. We here at the Cathedral preach the ways of the Septian Church under the guidance of our Parish Patriarch, Archbishop Eralda. Please be mindful of other worshippers and keep your voice down during your visit. Yes, we have never been able to get in that building just yet. It should happen one day. Maybe. Because considering there's no door on the map, maybe not. Good morning. Sunday school classes are in session today. Could you perhaps be the guardians of one of the children? You'll find the classroom directly to the right upon entering the cathedral. You're welcome to sit in on today's lesson if you like. Well, just a sneak peek, because I'm extremely curious to what KeA's doing in there. Well, I'll be, if it ain't Lloyd. Feels like I haven't seen you in ages. When did you get back? Oh, not too long ago. It's good to see you again, Mr. Quint. Oh, do you know this man, Lloyd? Oh, we became acquainted earlier this year during a support request he submitted. Oh, that's right. Mr. Quint here was an old friend and drinking buddy of my brother's. He's been good to me too. After the cold incident, we shared a few glasses while he recounted old stories about Guy. Now, that was a fun night, my boy. Or as fun as it could have been, at least. Lloyd can't down him the way his brother could just yet. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, it's nice of you to invite us as well. Though Tia was a little pouty that she had to have juice being a minor and all. I can imagine. I hope you don't mind Noel and me imposing on you someday too. Not at all. Any friend of Lloyd's are more than welcome in my book. You can usually find me out here tending to the graves. Feel free to drop by anytime. We can even reminisce about Guy again if you want. This grave. It belongs to Guy Bennings, my brother who was killed in the line of duty 3 years ago. I've heard the stories about him. They say he was a remarkable detective, and one of the best the CPD ever had. Even among the Guardian Force, there aren't many who doesn't know his name. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, he and Arios were once partners in the same squad, led by Chief Sergei. Eventually they disbanded and Guy advanced to the 1st Division. He and Detective Dudley were good rivals back then apparently. Guy was the kind of person who liked to stick his nose into other people's business, so word about him ended up spreading pretty fast. Oh, the more I heard of him, and the more I realized what an amazing man he truly was. Well, he was a detective who stood up against Crossbell's barriers, with a relentless drive at that, and losing him in the line of duty was unimaginable. Well, the culprit is still at large, right? It wasn't the cult's doing? Yeah, the case is still unsolved. But I swear, one day I'll grab hold of the truth with my own 2 hands. It may not be soon, but I promise it will happen. Just you wait, Guy. Yeah, I think we might find out during this game. Somewhere along the line. Alright, is the other lady still at the grave as well? Oh, goodness gracious, I didn't notice you there. You'll have to forgive me, I was busy offering a prayer to my late husband. We shouldn't disturb her any further, let's go. Well, she's always here, so if we do want to talk to her, we'll always be disturbing her. And another cookbook. So many. Yeah, but considering all the things we've seen so far are places we'll probably be visiting a lot of times, I'm relatively confident we won't miss them. Probably. Except the one that's in the House of Imelda. That one we do have to remember, because that's not one on our regular route through all of Crossbell. As a trader, I'd be a fool not to turn to the goddess for help with my business. She is my most valuable patron, you could say. You should try to pray into ideas too. I can't recommend it enough. One day I decided to put my palms together and beg Aidios to help my business flourish. And just like that, it actually happened. I learned a very valuable lesson then. No matter what you do in life, if you pray to the goddess first, you can't go wrong. Well, not fully agree, but whatever helps you through the day. This is Archbishop Elralda's office. Rare medicinal herbs and valuable books are stored here, so I'll have to ask you not to rummage around. Well, if you say it like that, let's rummage about. We hold Mass regularly here at the Cathedral. It is, after all, an essential liturgical service for revering the goddess. I hope you'll find time to attend. We'll try. That's the best thing I can say. A new sister is scheduled to arrive today, straight from the holy city of Etheria. What she'll be like, I wonder. I'm looking forward to find out. Yes, I'm looking forward to meet her as well. God, it's been a while. Because last time we saw her was, well, in this game, of course, we had a preview after, of course, we came back from the lodge. But the last time we actually played with her was in the third. Welcome to Crossbell Cathedral. I just will protect those who seek salvation with a devoted heart. May the goddess guide you all. Yes, I hope so too. Wow, Juna and Ken are doing such great jobs at school. I'm gonna make sure to keep my grades up too. Oh, I hate studying, but if Juna's cramming her butt off at school, then so should I. Alright, I'm gonna need my notes. Hey, Pansy, how you've been? Oh, you're Wendy's old friend, aren't you? A long time no see. Thanks for all the police stuff you do, whatever it is. Wendy? Oh, the engineer at the Olbo store in Central Square. She and Lloyd have been close ever since they were children. Yep, that terminally incurable gearhead happens to be my older sister. What a way to describe her. Yeah, a way only a sister could. Oh, it's true though. Just ask Lloyd. She's not wrong. Dad cut his hooks in Wendy while she was too young to know any better, so now I get to live with two totally hopeless gearheads. But he's not gonna get away with it with me, that's for sure. Oh, KeA, what do I do when I get to this part? Let's see. You solved this one by... looked like they're getting along well. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, hi guys. Is there a parent-teacher conference today? Oh, no, nothing like that. We just thought we'd check in and see how you're doing. Are you studying your hardest, KeA? You betcha. I've been learning new stuff every day. It's fun getting to hang out with Ryu and Henri and them too. Is that so? KeA doesn't seem to be having any trouble fitting in. We were worried about sending her to school at first, but honestly, it was the best decision we could have made. Keep at it, okay, KeA? I will. Good luck with all your SSS work. Come on, Rio, at least try. At this rate, you'll never going to catch up to KeA. Oh, shut up, I get it, okay? I should probably shape up in class myself before getting on Ryu's case. If I don't pick it up, KeA's going to leave me in the dust too. Studying is such a pain in the butt. Hey Lloyd, can I put a support request and have the SSS study for me? That's not how it works, Ryu, and this is for your own good, so you should take it more seriously. Ah, you sound like my old man. Some kids never change. Hammel's gone all googly-eyed for KeA. Now he's trying to show her how much of a teacher pet he can be. I'd way rather be playing outside than sitting around studying. KeA's the cutest. I'm so lucky I get to be in class with her. I'm gonna try to raise my hand on every question today. I bet that will impress her. Maybe. Well, as long as he's learning more because he wants to impress KeA, what's the harm, right? Oh, why, hello there, Lloyd, Ellie. I'm glad you two came. Oh, it's great to see you again, Sister Marble. Yes, it's been so long. Wait, are you not surprised to see us? Oh, not at all. KeA couldn't wait to share the good news. I believe her execs were Lloyd and Ellie are home. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, you were also Lloyd and Ellie's Sunday school teacher, right? Oh yes, that's right. And you two must be the newest members of the SSS. My name is Marble. I serve as a sister of the Septian Church. It's a pleasure to meet you both. Oh wait, did you not study under Sister Marble too, no? No. The East Street class that Fran and I attended was held by a priest. I'm not sure what happened to him, but I don't think he's in Crossbell anymore. Well, it's not uncommon for the church to keep a revolving door. Oh yes, in that sense it's fortunate that I've been here since Lloyd and Ellie's time in Sunday school. Sister Marble, can we get back to class now, or are you just gonna keep on chatting? Ryu, it's rude to interrupt people when they're catching up. Oh my, I became so wrapped up in our conversation that I completely forgot where we were. My apologies, I should continue with the lesson. But do stop by for another visit sometime. No, we apologize. It's our fault for interrupting class. Please excuse us. So ironic that Ryu is the one saying, "Stop interrupting for the catching up." And he isn't wrong. We are catching up with the entirety of Crossbell right now. Oh, my apologies. I should continue on with the lesson. But do stop by for another visit sometime. Alright, that's it for the church. I do notice that my voice is slightly giving in today, so hopefully it will not get worse. Alright, so we still have the Western District to be done. And after that we need to see if we can get out of the Western District onto the road, because that's where we have an extermination request. There is, however, a chance that we have to leave it until we're allowed to leave town, which probably will be later today. Welcome to Tally's. We're proud to call ourselves West Street's go-to general store. Moment off to Sunday school for the day. I'm sure she gave it her best efforts over there. Tally and I have to make sure we do the same. Well, hey there folks, welcome to Tally's. We carry all kind of things, so feel free to look around. Okay, let's see. So many items straight away. I'm gonna run out of money before we have it all. Just a little bit more. We just have to hang on until we are allowed to leave Crossbell, because then we can just fight all we need to outside and gather up enough money to buy everything we need. And another cooking book. I'm sure it won't take too long before we get it. Oh, the SSS. I haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Greenwood's over at his desk. You can bring any business you have up with him. He does have books on his desk, but no cooking books. Oh, well, look who it is. Oh, it's been a while, Mr. Greenwood. That it has. I had been told the SSS temporarily suspended operations. Oh yes, but today's our first day back. We thought it would be only right to stop by and say hello. Ah, I see. And it seems you have got yourself some new members. That's just splendid. Ah, so you must be the famous Grizzly Grim everyone's been talking about. I just might find myself in dire need of your services someday. Ah, is that right? Very well then. Let me see. I should have some business cards around here somewhere. Wazzy, you're supposed to be here as a police officer, not a future client. Well, in the case it ever happens, Mr. Greenwood would be the right person to turn to. Oh, no. I didn't mean to imply anything. I was only playing along. I suppose a more formal introduction is in order. My name is Ian Grimwood, licensed lawyer and head of this firm. I look forward to working with all of you again, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. Oh, likewise. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Grimwood. We may be stopping by more often to consult with you in the future. I hope we can count on your advice when the time comes. Of course, feel free to stop by whenever you like. I'll be more than happy to provide you with my expertise should the need arise. The citizens are expecting great things from the SSS. That will mean more requests for you to handle, but don't let that stop you from putting in your best work. I have faith that every job well done will make you shine even brighter as Crossbell's beacon of hope. That's a very high praise and expectation, for sure. We'll do our best. Alright. Aren't orbital cars simply marvelous? My old battle axe griped and groused about how much of a waste it was, but I know a smart purchase if I ever seen one. Oh, I do love me a Vern model. They're so stylish and eye-catching. Well, you've got wisdom beyond your years, young lady. They're kindred spirit. Yeah, they're both car fanatics, definitely. Nothing will ever beat the feeling of driving an orbital car as sensational as this one. Would that my old lady could get that through her head. There's a place along the West Crossbell Highway known as Knox Forest. The lush thickets and greenery make it a fantastic location for nature photography. Unfortunately, the Crossbell Police Academy is that way too, so it's private property. I'm a hobbyist photographer. I research interesting subjects to capture and then set out high and low to find them. If only Knox Forest weren't off limits to civvies, I'd love to get a few shots in there one of these days. A new area for us to explore. Yes, definitely. West Crossbell Highway is just up ahead. We have got a monster exterminator out there, but let's finish up our work inside the city first. Yeah, see? Because they acknowledge the fact that we need to be out there, so I think we can rest assured just to move on inside the city and continue the main story. Because even the game itself tells us you cannot go there just yet. Some back alleys we just... Ooh! Could we always do this? Is this something I just missed when we were playing Zero? Flexible code. If this ain't a chess message, then I don't know what it is. Very cool angle. Interesting. Alright, nothing else here. Oh, I can hardly stand how out of control my husband's spending habits are. Time and time again, he's pointlessly replacing our furniture whether or not we need it, which more than often than not, we don't. And just the other day he went out and purchased an horrible car. Honestly, what am I to do with that man? To think my woeful husband would purchase an horrible car without even so much as mentioning it. His spending habits are going to be the death of me. Yeah, but it looks like you're rolling it though pretty nicely, so... Hey, if you can afford it, why not? Construction of Crossbell's new City Hall building is nearing completion at last. Were it not for the mayor spearheading the project, we'd have never made it to this point. At one point the whole thing was at a risk of being scrapped due to budget freezes. But now that my work as an exterior designer is done, I can finally rest easy. I lent my expertise as an architect to help design the exterior of the new City Hall building, and now it is almost finished. You might shed a tear when it's finally unveiled. I can imagine that, cause it's a gigantic building, so it's probably one of its bigger projects ever. So yeah, a bit of being proud, yes, that is allowed. Oh, they re-enlisted my husband's help with designing the new City Hall, after taking the project out of hiatus. It's one of the biggest contracts of his career and has been eating up almost all of his time the last month. But now the finishing line is finally in sight. Thank the goddess for that. Our home topples as my husband's architectural firm. His work on the new City Hall was keeping this apartment very lively this year. They're going to be able to take such a long break when it's done. Only one more month. Oh, I'm the caretaker of this building, which is really just a nice way of saying hired help. What I wouldn't give to live in an apartment like these, though so stunning and spacious. Maybe a little too spacious even. It makes them more of a hassle to clean than I'd like. I'm going to have to remember to take care of all the gardening later too. My work here is never done. Nope, not allowed to get in there. We do not have a key anymore. And the fact that she isn't home. I have Sunday school later this evening. I'd better make sure I don't forget my homework. I actually thought he was gonna be too old to attend Sunday school. Really? He's sleeping? Oh, it's Wendy's father. He looks exhausted. I just got back from a business trip. Sorry, Pansy, but you'll have to eat on your own tonight. Look like he's still half asleep. We should let him rest. Definitely. Wait. Huh. I thought I saw something behind this, but it's just a bed. Ah, you're back, Shiruru. That was an awfully long adventure this time. I remember you had some fool idea about crossing the Maine's mountains on foot. How did it go? Right. I kinda got lost along the way. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. I'll give it another shot when I get the chance. You're never going to learn your lesson, are you? Well, to be honest, if you're traveling and you just lose your direction, you do find out new spots no one's ever seen. And that could be an adventure on itself. Okay, fine. Hiking the Maine's mountain was out of the question for me. This time. This is, the next time I try, I'm making it over for sure. Sheesh, Shiruru could have hiked a round trip from here to Gehenna and she'd still go back for more. That is true though. Let's see. Well, my goodness, is that you, Lloyd? I'm back, Auntie Lad. Oh, so you are. It's wonderful to know you're doing well. I see your friends from the SSS are with you too? Is your training with the 1st Division over already? Yeah, I just finished the other day. Sorry for not stopping by sooner. And who is this fair lady, if I may ask? Oh, this is Mrs. Newis. She's looked after me ever since I was a kid. We're almost like family. Our friend Cecile is her daughter, as a matter of fact. Oh, you mean Nurse Cecile? I remember meeting her at the hospital before. Oh, right. You do already know her, huh? No? Ah, so that makes me the only one left out of this little party then. It sounds like you and this Cecile have a rather interesting relationship. I'd love to hear the details sometime. There's nothing interesting about it at all. But anyway, I'm sure we'll see her sometime soon. I can introduce you to each other then. Oh, your friends are always such fun, Lloyd. Don't forget, your Auntie Lad is always right down the street if you need someone to talk to, okay? And she means that not only for Lloyd, but for anybody in the SSS. She embraces us all. And we've learned that plenty of times doing our rounds in Zero. Oh, by the way, Lloyd, have you been in touch with Cecile at all recently? We talked over the phone sometimes, but I haven't been able to see her in person for a while. Well, she's going to be in for a surprise when you do. You become so much more rocket since the last time I saw you. Do you think? Oh, that nervous laugh makes it sound like he hopes she's right. The more I hear about this Cecile, the more I want to meet her. Oh, that's gonna be a very good exchange, I can already tell. And I do hope that her reaction, the one of Cecile, is gonna be like, oh my Lloyd, you're so rugged. Yeah, Lloyd will not be, don't know where to look at then. Oh, welcome to Morgs. Our fresh baked bread is right this way. Now it's only most of it wasn't baked by Oscar. He better enjoy while he can. One day I'm going proof, knead and rise my way higher than he's ever been. I'll give credit where it's due. Oscar's skills aren't half baked. But one day I'm gonna proof, knead and rise my way higher than he's ever been. Mark my words. Yeah, we believe you. Hey, if this is my pal Lloyd. Oh, hi Oscar, long time no see. How's work? You know, same as usual. Knead, bake, repeat. Still, it's been a while since you and that baby face of yours last waltzed in here, huh? Where you been? Off vacationing it at the Missionem or something? Ah, come on, do you really think I have the time or mirror for that? I told you the SSS was going to be on hold for a while I trained with the 1st Division, didn't I? Ah, did you? Well, must have slipped my mind. Here, let me make it up to you. Think of this as a way to commemorate the SSS getting back together. Mooncake muffin. Is this your latest creation? Wow, it smells amazing. And it looks delicious too. Yeah, it's fresh out of the oven and just as fluffy. If you don't love it, I'll eat my hat. Just make sure to buy more if you actually do enjoy it, okay? I'm sure we will, Oscar. Thanks. I've been challenging myself to bake all kinds of new bread recently. I'll hook you up on some experimental samples. Just remember to buy some real if you like them. Not bad. Okay, let's take a gander at the new bread. Sunny side up eggs on a muffin? Now that looks exceptional. I think I'll grab one of those and some tea before heading home. Will you ever go home? Cause I've never seen you anywhere else but in the baking goods. Well, who can blame her? If they keep continuously baking fresh bread, the smell would be delicious. I started letting Oscar and Bennett handle developing our new menu items. Their rivalry really pushing them to the next plateau, and they're making some darn fine bread in the process. If they keep this up, I might be able to retire way sooner than I expected. I couldn't be prouder to watch my daughter follow in her old man's footsteps as a baker. Oscar played a large part in progress she's made. Nothing like a rivalry to get the wheels turning. That is true. If you have a nice rival, you will be, let's say, more motivated to giving your best. Alright, that should be all of Crossbell. Something's built right by the SS building. See, Sergei must have commissioned it. Whatever the case, it may be better if we don't leave it this way. Well, I do hope to find out what it is, and I'm thinking it's going to be like a car park for Noel's vehicle, and that would explain the car books we've been finding around town. Maybe to customize the colors and things like that. We'll have to see. And let's deliver a quest before continuing. It is medium, so we can have one progress point before missing out.
お疲れ様です。それでは報告を受けたまわりますね。ふふ、さすが皆さんです。報告は以上ですね。ではまた依頼を達成したら。
Yeah, I do need to change it before I forget once again. Yeah, that's the one I want, 6. Because 8 was a little bit too much. Alright, I think it's time for us to progress. So let's do our first urgent request at the store down the street. And let's learn a little bit more about our enigmas. I was a horrible product designer up until last year. My daughter found a stable job and my family's finances were in order, so I decided to do myself a favor and retire. I still enjoy the work, mind you, but I'd much rather spend that time with my loved ones. Yeah, but your loved ones need to work and not you constantly fluttering around her. Oh well, would you look at that. The vacuum cleaner I bought already has an upgraded model. Drat, why couldn't they have announced it beforehand? I would have held off a little while longer. It always happens. It doesn't matter when you buy stuff. When you do, there's always gonna be a newer model at some point. Oh, hello there and welcome to Jenton, the finest Orbal store in all of Crossbell. Our store carries the latest and greatest in Orbal technology, complete with top-notch after-sales service with any applicable purchase. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to ask. We definitely will ask. Whoa, is that the portable Orbal terminal everybody's been talking about? Let's see how much they're selling it for. Oh wow, that's way too many zeros. I'd never be able to afford something like this on my budget. Give it a few years and trust me, they will become cheaper. Because that's what happened to PCs and the internet as well. It was expensive as hell in the beginning, and now everybody has it, in the palm of their hand at least. Their phones. Welcome to Jenton. This is the customer service desk. Oh, you guys are Wendy's friends, right? You'll be happy to know that we just received some new Enigma covers. Once you bought one, you can swap it in and out at this counter whenever you want, free of charge. I'll always be right there if you need me, so don't be a stranger, okay? Ooh, buy Monster Quartz. Platinum and Mirage. It's gonna take a bit of money, but we'll definitely want those. Who do we want to change? Okay, so the swamp are the ones we already have. Let me guess, the equipped ones are the ones we bought last time at the end of the game. Oh well, whatever it is, we do want to buy all of them at some point. But not now, we don't have the extra money to do so. Oh, there you are, Lloyd. And you brought some fresh faces with you, I see. Yeah, these are the two newest members of the SSS. Nice to meet you, I'm Null Seeker. Wuzzy Hemisphere, pleasure's mine. Incidentally, I hear you and Lloyd have known each other since you were little? I'd love to hear about what he was like in his early days, if you don't mind me asking. Oh, you bet I don't. I've got a story or two about him that will shock the pants off you, believe me. Oh, I never should have introduced you two. If you're done plotting my future embarrassment, could we get back to business now? You were going to show us how to use our new Enigma 2 ornaments, right? Oh yes, sorry, slipped my mind for a sec. Let's begin. As I'm sure you all know, you're now using a brand new model of battle ornaments, the Enigma 2. It's a direct upgrade from our previous Enigmas manufactured courtesy of the Epstein Foundation. The biggest difference it has from the older models is the center slot. The quartz that goes in there is referred to as a master quartz. Oh, they're the ones with the patterns engraved on them, right? Exactly, you can't miss them. A master quartz differs from a regular quartz in that it has potential to develop and grow. By defeating enemies while it's set in your Enigma 2, it'll gain experience and become more powerful over time. Oh wow, that seems almost supernatural. Yes, it's as though the master quartz is itself actually alive. So I assume we're in for a bit of a lecture on the underlying principles or something? Nah, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no researcher, I just know the basic of how it works. Maybe grow wasn't the right word though. You can think of it more as you're drawing out the hidden power inside the quartz. Anyway, I can at least explain the essentials of using your Enigma 2s. Not so much in theory, but in real life practical know-how. Before we get to that though, here, these are for you. Pixie and Crow. Ah, so this is a master quartz. It certainly feels different from a regular quartz. Are you sure you don't want us to pay for these though? Don't worry about it. The CPD provided them to me for your training specifically. And by the way, master quartz can be synthesized at normal workshops and they can't be mass-produced either. The few we do have were shipped directly from the Foundation. Basically, we're only able to sell one master quartz of each type, so handle yours with care. Ah, I see. So they're pretty rare then. Do you have any tips for us before we use them in the field, Wendy? Oh sure. First, could you all equip your master quartz for me? It doesn't matter who uses which, just let me know once everyone's set. Oh, and while master quartz do have elemental types, their slots have no restrictions. In other words, anyone can use any master quartz. Ah, I see, that's very convenient. What are we waiting for then? Let's get them equipped. An Enigma to me. The perfect name for a quest. Yeah, we know how it works. Alright. And like I said, we are gonna give them their base master quartz for now. We will see which one we'll give to who later on in more detail. Because there are some certain builds we want to go to with our characters. Like we want Lloyd to be our main defense. Maybe Randy too when he gets back. So yeah, we're gonna build it all around that. So like, for instance, with Null, we have noticed that her attack, that's again attack an area of enemies, is very useful. So giving her extra speed might be useful as well, so that she can be up front first with her attacks. So maybe we'll give her the Crow instead of Wuzzy, but like I said, it's still mulling over in my head. We'll have to see. Alrighty, you've all got a master quartz equipped now. Good work. What's next, Wendy? Oh, nothing big. I just need to get some live practice in so you can see how they work for yourselves. Oh, you mean you want us to use them in actual combat? Sure do. I know you and Null already have some experience, Lloyd, but humor me anyway. Worst case, you get some extra practice in. That sounds fair enough. Do you want us to focus on any particular location or a specific number of battles? Not really. I'll leave the who and what and where of things to you. So just win one fight without turning tail and running away. That'll be enough. I think we can manage that. Well, Lloyd, any ideas on where we should go? The western roads. Because we have an extermination there. Well, I'd rather we stay in the city for the time being. So why don't we head back to Maison Imelda and exterminate any lingering monsters? Good idea. It'll be a lot easier than heading towards the highway. Easier, yes, but we still have work on the highway. But I do like the fact that he is definitely referring to the house as returning to, like we already done the quest, which we did. But if we decided to go here before heading to that quest, because we wanted to get our Master Quartz first, then the text would have been totally different. And this is one of those points why I love Falcom games so much, because it's like a little reward for doing everything in a certain order. You get like reactions to what you did, and when a game does that, I do so much appreciate that. Great, sounds like you've got a place in mind. Oh, and before I forget, I've got one more quartz for you to take along. Mind one. What's this for? Oh, just a little gift from the CPD headquarters. If you set in a normal slot, you'll be able to use a brand new art for the Enigma 2. Analyze. Knowing is half the battle, as they say. Try it out in combat and you'll see what I mean. Ah, so this is what you guys meant in the comments, that we do not need our bell scopes anymore if we don't want to. Analyze. Well, I hear you loud and clear. And without Tia around, we'll need to rely on arts and items to analyze enemies in the meantime. Alright then, take care out there. Wouldn't want you to slip up on a training mission, am I right? Oh, and don't forget, you can come back to tune in your orbments and synthesize some new quartz whenever you want. Speaking to Wendy and selecting Upgrade Synthesis will give you the option to create new quartz as well as open or upgrade slots on your battle orbments. Synthesizing new quartz and equipping them will allow you to use various arts. By opening and upgrading slots, you can increase the number of quartz you can equip as well as your maximum EP. Using either function will require septium fragments called Sepith, which you can primarily obtain by defeating monsters. One battle with your Master Quartz equipped is good enough for a test for me. Just don't forget to report to me once you're done. I can mark your training off as complete until you do. Alright, well I guess that's something we'll do in between the episodes. Or maybe I'll just start out with that on the next one and I'll show you how we did it. How we encountered the enemy, defeated it with no problem, and then went back to report it. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here, because I can feel my voice getting worse by the minute. So hopefully tomorrow it will be better. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue our training and, well, reintroduction to the whole of Crossbell. Because let's be honest, the game doesn't know that we just keep on playing straight after zero. So see you then. Bye bye.